purposes.
Okay, so let's keep our cities clean. But we want to shift the conversation to matters education and insurance. There is insurance education in this country, but a lot of Kenyans are not consuming this particular product. Maybe it's due to lack of information or misinformation. And right now I'm joined by Peter Kagia of Monarch Insurance to help us demystify this particular issue. Peter, welcome to Business Today.
Thank you.
Education insurance. Is it something that Kenyans consume at large?
Thank you so much. For the start, I would rather have the aspect of insurance just to demystify it. Basically, we have the promise of the insurance. That's making sure that all the needs that are required, the objectives are met. Anytime we have any journey in life, we have objectives, and we plan our objectives well. So what happens is that when it comes now to the issue of the life assurance, there is those that are taking care of investments and savings. And education falls in under that aspect of the savings, where a person has objectives to make sure that the children or their dependents achieve the best quality education.
Definitely.
And then what happens is that there are some fears that could come on with it. And one of the best way to manage fear is to make sure that you plan well for it. So those that can be taken care of, especially the financial aspect of it, can be taken care of through that aspect of having education as a plan.
Yes. That's very important. Thank you for putting that in perspective. Now, most Kenyans feel that education insurance policies are not that straightforward. I don't know whether some insurance firms have not. Is it like other insurance, whether you know where you pay your premiums at the end of the day, and if you're going through any level of education that is catered for, what really goes into education insurance?
Basically, this is a long-term savings arrangement where the customer puts in some bit of his savings or her savings to take care of the future requirements in the education provision. So like, if you look at the growth of that sector alone, in the last 5 years, we've seen a good growth. We're talking of 90% growth, continuous cumulative annual growth rate, which is so good in terms of putting in the savings kitty for the purpose for education. So I think it's most of the vehicles that are available are one, you put the savings, the customer puts the savings, and then the insurance company, after collecting these savings in one, they go in and they do the investments. And then they share in the aspect of the investment for a long period of time.
Okay.
But now, as you put in the savings with time, because this is a kind of a forced saving, if you compare it with other aspects of savings, this is very specific saving. So after a period of time, when you need the money most, now, like now we are in for school or opening today and tomorrow. You go in and you ask the insurance company. By the time the last week of the opening date, you have the money available. This money you can use for paying school fee. You can use it also for meeting other needs like books, which is really a worry for most of the sponsors, or let's say the people who are in the children, or who are making sure that they have their children's education met.
So as we wind up this conversation, because it's been very brief, and this last moment, I want you to stress the significance of education insurance in brief, all right? And encourage Kenyans to maybe pick this up. It might help us, have proper financial plan when it comes to education.
Thing you so much. I want to mention this to our state people, that saving for education policies, through education policies, is very important to have that aspect of the peace of mind, that when the need for the finances come on board, they will be met.
Yes.
To have the peace of mind that those fears that could be having, like an unfortunate loss of life in the course, or disability, or even critical illness, the insurance becomes a very integral partner in this journey.
Okay.
And for those companies that have been in the industry for a period of providing these solutions, they are well protected. Members of the public are well protected through the regulation and even through the Association of Kenya Insurance in terms of making sure that literacy level is actually increased through a series of programs that are supporting financial education and literacy education.
So thank you very much, Peter Gagia, for helping us put matters education insurance in such a short span of time. Hopefully, we shall be having detailed discussion even beyond the show as we go. All right? Thank you. All right, on that particular moment, Business Today takes a short break. We will return with BBC's Money Daily and other content for you.